Today's adventure begins, as the recording of this, it is Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. I'm up here on the balcony of my hotel room, starting off, peeking over and upward at the Eiffel Tower here in Paris. Really good view from this room. And I believe today could be the day where I am going to go to, if not the tippy top, to at least a portion halfway up of the world famous Eiffel Tower. And I'll just see what else I can find to get into. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. I'm excited. Heading up there. Did not purchase an advance ticket. In fact, I was gonna buy one in advance, but the website only granted you access to the second level, not the top. But then it stated that if you just show up, should be able to purchase a ticket, but all the online sales were filled up. Kind of had the same experience yesterday when I went over to the cathedral. Same thing, online sales gone. Had no problem just doing a walk-up, so that's what I'm gonna do over there. And then I'm thinking about going to McDonald's and getting a Royale with cheese. Ever since I saw Pulp Fiction, a Royale with cheese, which is a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris, when they're talking about it in the car, I thought if I ever go to Paris, I'm gonna get myself a Royale with cheese. I'll do that a little bit later, but first, Eiffel Tower, join me. Also wearing an appropriate t-shirt. Another street vendor one I got the other day. Sporting it. Yesterday I wore my Mona Lisa with the blowing the bubble gum. I got a pretty good reaction. This one probably not going to get any kind of reaction. This is a little more non-exciting, but still something to sport and appropriate when in Paris. Join me, shall you? Now, the name of this hotel is the Pullman, and I will say the weather is much nicer than it was that first and second day. It has cooled down considerably. Last night I even cracked the door open to the balcony. Had the cool breeze going in. It felt good. 2:46 p.m. here in Paris, which means it's 8:46. 8:46 a.m. back home in Celebration, Florida at the moment. 8:46 a.m. and 5:46 a.m. in SoCal for all those in LA. It's only going to get up to 77. That is 20 degrees cooler than it has been the last couple of days. 20-degree difference. I'll take this one over the last 2 days. All right, let's see what happens. There is a line for non-ticket holders. Okay, I'm on the property. Through security. And I saw a sign that said the summit is closed again. But I can get it to the second level, so that's something. There's the elevator going up there. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, these misters just turned on. A little misting air here. It's really not that warm out though, to be honest. I don't know if the misting air is needed, but they just turned them on. Okay, this is saying the top is closed. Also, it's saying stairs only. No elevators, no escalators. Stairs only. Evidently, this is the line to buy tickets. Yeah, top's closed. Just being underneath this thing is quite the feeling. This thing is huge. Massive. Due to a technical incident. Maybe it's not the weather. Or maybe the last couple days it wasn't the weather either. I thought it was the weather. Maybe the first 2 days was the weather, and today is a technical incident. And everyone's having to walk up the stairs. Ticket office elevator, top floor sale closed. It said something about a technical incident. There we go. Incident technical. Technical incident. Due to technical incident, the top is closed. Instead of waiting in line for tickets, I went ahead and just went on the interwebs and purchased mine. So I got one to go up right now, but I got to take the stairs. Also purchased this piping hot caffeinated beverage, and it's served in a non-coffee cup, so it is permeatingly warm. I mean, it is so hot to hold on to. I think it's like a soda cup. Oh, that's hot. Oh, wow. So I put napkins around it because this is like made out of like plastic and it's scorching. It really gives new meaning to piping hot holding it. So I'm gonna get in this line and I'm gonna walk up those stairs. They said I can't take the elevator with the ticket I have, so I'm gonna walk it. It begins. All on foot. Just take it slow, sip some caffeine. Oh. Well, the elevator is running, but evidently that tier of ticket isn't available right now. And the ticket booth line was very lengthy, like 100 people deep. I would have had to wait in that line and then to buy this ticket. So I just went online and purchased it. Quick and easy. Oh, there goes the elevator. Right there. Doing this. I'm really doing it. Talking about the hydraulics of that bad boy going up. This whole thing's shaking. Once that thing passed by, this whole thing's starting to shake a little bit. All right, this is the first floor. Look at this. Look at this relic behind the glass. What the staircase used to look like. Goodness gracious. That's something. Obviously they've redone them since the olden days. This is dated 1889 for that staircase. Wow. You can peek out now. Oh, this whole thing kind of slants just a little bit. But you can look down, and there's even a glass floor that you can stand on. Although it's not really providing me with a lot of stability hope, because there is a net underneath it. See, there's a net there, and then there's a net that continues underneath the glass bottom walkway. So that right there is the line to buy tickets to go up maybe the elevator, but that's a pretty long line. The one I bypassed by buying the tickets online, they were, I think, 14 and a half, let's call it 15 euro to do the walking. That's honestly not too bad in my opinion. It's actually not a bad price. Well, there seems to be water dripping from the top up there. I see like water dripping. Oh, look at that, there's the elevator going up. Just like in Superman 2. I'm gonna drop a phone off here because you end up hitting someone, injuring them, or even worse. Gotta be careful, hold on to these Do not pass anything through the grills. Falling objects, risk of accident. So what I'm going to do is just get right up here to the grill, kind of keep it like that, and then zoom in. I walked across that bridge yesterday. I walked a lot yesterday. I probably walked like 10 miles yesterday. And then I took a taxi back. I regretted that with how the traffic was. Beautiful view up here. This is only the first floor. I think I can walk up to the second floor. Ah, Paris. This is the road that was my first introduction to the tower a couple days ago. When I took a taxi from the airport, it was in that line right there of taxis. And I was coming down that way. First saw it out the window, put the camera up, filmed a little bit of it as we were driving in. Now I'm seeing it from a different angle. Oh, I'll see if I could show my hotel from up here. Now that it's cooled down a little bit, this is the cup they put the coffee in. Bon appetit, Paris. Paris. There's a little display here on some of the history. I love this old photo. Very dapper. Ooh, look at this gargoyle. Where can that be found? There's something very haunting about Paris, which I think is why Edgar Allan Poe was so into it. It's the second day in a row I mentioned Poe. Maybe I'll mention him again tomorrow. Well, these must be films that were all based around this iconic structure. Audrey Hepburn, funny face. I never saw that one. Ratatouille. An American in Paris. That could be me, Gene Kelly, right there. Ooh, look at this one. It's like maybe like a good murder mystery. Burgess Meredith, right there. Might have to put some of these on my list. I like the Burgess Meredith one. Looks cool. I just realized what the elevators are being used for. It is for the descent. Did not pass anyone walking up. And the elevators are used for the descension back down. Now my hotel is right there. I think I'm on the 5th floor, 4th floor, 6th floor. I'm right in the middle there of the Pullman. Pretty nice. First day or two was toasty, but today, again, the air conditioner is having an easier time handling the lower temperatures. But I guess that's an issue with all of Paris. Like, Paris is not known as the city of AC. All right, time to start heading back up. Up I go, all the way to the second level. I'm halfway to the point of where I can go. I can't go any higher than the second level, but I'm on the first level, now up to the second level.
Hello. Hello. Bonjour. Bonjour.
Again, just to confirm, there are no ways to go up to the summit due to a technical incident. The top is closed. They apologize, but this would be the queue that you would get in. There's the descent elevator queue. There's even a restaurant up here. So there are 2 levels on the second floor. There's one down here with netting, well, mesh gate, or mesh railing, I should say. And then kind of push back about 10 feet is the second level, the one I'm on, of level 2. And unlike European Vacation, I would highly doubt they allow dogs up here. I don't know what it is about Clark Griswold and dogs. Vacation, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation. Was there a dog in Christmas Vacation? There was a cat. Vegas Vacation, I don't know if there were any pets. After walking around the perimeter of all the ledges where Rusty and Clark were standing, I think was on the side I'm about to show. And there's a lot of people, so I'm kind of waiting for them to clear out. But I love the fact it still has the yellow handrails. And this one has a descending around the back side there, where some of the other ones are shifted a little bit differently. And this is really the only spot that has that behind Chevy Chase's shoulder there. So I'm going to match that, or at least attempt to match that up. I'm in the general vicinity, obviously. And these railings have changed a little bit. But the same yellow handrails going downward, though. We have newer versions of these. You put the coin in, you can look out where the girls were standing. He thought they were flirting with him, but they were really just mocking his hat. There's the spot right there. Again, it's hard to kind of get it because there's so many people up here, but there's the railing right here. Look at this, it's been repainted and refixed, but they're still using the yellow color scheme. It would have been standing right there. How cool is that, right? Obviously, this thing has a lot more significance than just European Vacation, but can't not show that while I'm up here. Man, it'd be so cool if the summit was open, but it's not meant to be. But at least I got to the second. I walked a lot. I got to the second floor, or the second overlook.
This one.
All right, going back down from this level. The walking down will probably be a lot easier than the going up. I could take the elevator, but it's pretty busy. I really don't mind walking. This would be a nice little stroll back downward. Maybe I'll think about it when I get down to the first. Maybe I'll take the first floor down. Or I'll just walk. Kind of like walking. Also, when I arrived in Paris a couple days ago, a lot of people were chiming in saying that I had already been here before. They call that the Mandela effect, when people assume that they had seen something somewhere before or whatnot. I can assure you, this is my first time in Paris, France. First time at the Eiffel Tower. Now, I have been in the Eiffel Tower at a couple different places. Kings Island, there's an Eiffel Tower. Epcot, there's an Eiffel Tower over in the France Pavilion. And I've also gone up to the top of the Eiffel Tower in Vegas. But I can assure you, I have never been to Paris, France before this trip. Isn't that what's called the Mandela effect? When you just assume something, you've seen it, you just think something is happening, or you've seen something when in reality it's not true. My friend Justin's been here many, many times. Friends Ordinary Adventures, they were just here. I think their videos are still going to be uploading soon. But this is my first time. I'm so happy I got to walk up here. So cool. This is like something I've always wanted to do. Something that's always been on my radar, and now I've done it. All right, my impression of being on this thing is not what I expected it to be, especially seeing it from the ground. Actually, you can kind of get the perspective when you're walking around. But once you start going up the top or even standing underneath it, you really do not realize, based on photos, TV shows, movies, commercials, pop culture stuff, the magnitude and the size, the sheer size of this thing is gargantuan. Really does not show a perspective when you see anything that you've seen without actually being here. You do not really comprehend, at least for me, did not comprehend how huge this thing is. Really does live up. I'll say it lives up to the hype. I don't know if there's hype around it, but it lives up to my expectations. Sometimes when you go somewhere and you see a landmark, you think, okay, that was cool, that was interesting. But this thing, it is next level massive. All right, I'm gonna start heading down. This is level 1, heading back down to level 0. Also, I believe England as well, but also here in Paris. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm getting London confused with Paris. One of the two, or maybe both. When you go to the US and you're on level 1, let's say you have a hotel room on level 1, you're on the ground floor. Those other places I just mentioned, over here on this side of the world, you're on level 1, you're on the second floor. Level 1 starts on what us in the US classify as level 2. Exit through the gift shop, but there is a gift shop up on the first level. You got a little snow globe over here. I need to get myself a magnet. All right, got myself a little souvenir, another magnet to add to my metal cabinets in my garage when I finally get home, whenever that is. You know, I figure I'm already here. I could take the stairs, but you know, I should probably go ahead and get on the descent elevator. Actually, it doesn't look like too long of a line now. Oh yeah. It's a real problem around here. Heard a lot of stories. There's a full house in here. People from the second floor obviously don't get off at the first floor. There's no elbow room in this thing. Probably would have been faster to walk, but I did it. gonna walk back over to a spot I was at yesterday. And I didn't realize until I got back and was editing last night, the hotel room, that where I was just above and in very close proximity to the tunnel. Showing the love locks here. The tunnel where Princess Diana passed away. So I'm gonna walk back over there. There's the entrance and exit to the tunnel right there. Of course, the traffic approaching me is exiting out. Other side's going into the tunnel. 1997, I was working at Kmart in Kissimmee, Florida. It's just like one of those events that you really don't forget where you were when you heard the news. Even being over in the US. There's signs up saying no walking. You probably don't want anybody walking through the tunnel to find the pillar and the area that the car crashed into. Yeah, very sad, very sad. Yesterday I was standing over there and I was just getting a view of this. Has the love locks on it, had the Eiffel Tower in the background. I didn't realize, again, I went back to my hotel and I was looking a couple things up and I was like, oh my goodness, I was right above the tunnel. Queen in people's hearts. You will always be the queen in people's hearts. Diana forever, the people's princess.
Princess.
Bir de küçük.
It's a very short tunnel, to be honest. It just enters and exits there. The other entrance and exit is over there. Just right over there is the other entrance and exit, that close. Now I know the consensus will probably wonder, why are you going to Mickey D's when you're in a city full of such amazing food items? Oh, look at that little thing. 2 wheels on the front, 1 on the back. I don't think I'm gonna get a full meal. I just want to get a Royale with cheese. There it is, McDonald's in Paris. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese at McDonald's in Paris? A Royale with cheese. Oh yeah, there it is. A Royale with cheese. A Royale with cheese. I went ahead and got 2 of them. 2. Also, 2 Royale with cheeses. That took a while. It took a little while. That was a long time to wait for just a burger. Yeah, it's a pretty ridiculous thing to do, but I'm sure I'm not the only person on earth that has visited France, visited Paris. As an American, seeing Pulp Fiction and knowing that quote, can't be the only one. Okay, I did it. Well, I have to eat it first. I mean, it looks pretty standard. It's pretty much the same. The only novelty is the name. I had a few other different menu items as well, but this was the main focus. Yep. Go all the way to France to eat a McDonald's hamburger. There it is. It's kind of a dumb thing, but started off this morning and I thought, you know what? Through the course of the day, I got to find a Mickey D's and get myself a Royale with cheese. Pretty comparable to the US version. Might just all be in my mind, but this honestly tastes better than the McDonald's in the States. It has a little more flavor to it. Maybe, I don't know. It's probably just the novelty of being here and eating Mickey D's, but this isn't half bad. This pigeons probably want some of this. My Royale with cheese. I probably should have only got 1. I gotta be honest, this is a little more filling than I expected it to be. Alright, my kind of ridiculous statement is that the quarter pounder, also we're on deluxe. This is the Royale with cheese. I think this tastes better than the quarter pounder in the US. At least this one. I don't know if they made it with a little more loving ingredients, French ingredients, but it just tastes 3.5% better. Then again, I haven't had a quarter pounder with cheese in the US in a while either, so maybe when I get back I'll compare. Alright, I got myself a crepe. Caramel crepe. Made fresh. And a water. They made it faster than I could even pay for it with the euro to get the change back. I was going to show them making it, but man, they were quick. Bon appetit. And this crepe. Crepe. Crepe or crepe? Crepe. I just think of the Ricky Bobby movie. Talladega Nights. That's what it was. Say I love crepes. Here it goes. Very fresh. This is the freshest that you could get. That is warm, tasty, and delicious. A little dessert to go with my Royale with cheese. It's a fun phrase to say. Walking back towards my hotel. It's called the Pullman, for those interested or wondering. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. I am so glad that I was able to get to the top of the Eiffel Tower. The world famous Eiffel Tower. I guess I should probably end this from my balcony, right? And that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. I was up there. That's level 1. That's level 2. And that is the summit, which I was not allowed to go to. But I walked all the way to there, level 2 and level 1. And then back down again. Well, except from the first to the bottom level, which I took the weird elevator thing, which I kind of wish I would just walk, but I did it. Never thought I would do it, but I did it. Never thought I'd be in Paris, but I am. Really amazing to be here. Kind of surreal in a weird way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.